Yeah, but we are live.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Good evening, everybody. My name is Bhairavi, and I'll be your host for today's session. To begin with, I would like to welcome our guest speaker for today, Mr. Rajesh Jethwani. Thank you so much for being present among us, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Today's session is going to be about data visualization and storytelling with Tableau. Before we begin with the session, I would like to give you all a brief introduction of our guest speaker, Rajesh sir. So Mr. Rajesh Jethwani is currently working as the Regional Director at ACOM Asia Company Limited. Sir graduated as a civil engineer in the year 1988 with distinction from MNIT Bhopal. Later, he completed his MBA in project management. He's the chartered engineer and fellow member of the Institution of Engineers. He's also a qualified independent director recognized by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. He is also the author of many technical books on airport planning and design, and one book on time management too, all of which are published on Amazon and Notion Press platform. He has more than 34 years of professional experience in the field of airport development and management. Presently, he is leading the team of professionals involved in development of Navi Mumbai International Airport. His passion in the field of data analytics to find interesting business insights and solutions supported with the positive outcomes has driven him to explore more depth in this field. This has promoted him to acquire the master's degree in data science. He firmly believes in the power of education and how it can transform lives. He's always eager to share his knowledge and experiences to mentor the young generation with ample number of practical field examples. And that is exactly the reason we are here together. So without any further ado, let's begin with the session. Sir, the stage is all yours. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Barry, for the nice introduction, and good evening to all of you, and welcome to this exciting session. First of all, let me thank IIT Madras for this wonderful uh, initiative to connect student fraternity directly to the industry lead. This will pave definitely an excellent foundation for the students, wherein they can understand and they can gain more confidence in whatever they are learning during this their educational journey. Then they can apply directly to in the practical field, and what as an industry what we are expecting from the students. So this connection can definitely going to boost students and understand the deeper insights about any of the industries. Okay, just why we are here, just I will tell you that in this present lecture, we will be covering the comprehensive overview of about the visualization, dashboards, and storytelling using Tableau. Okay, so we will be going into the understanding about the foundation and the concepts which are required for implementation of such dashboards. Don't worry at all if you are not able to grasp the concepts during the session at the first instance. You always will have an opportunity to go back and see the video again. But just try to understand the concept behind every principle so that you can be a successful business leader once you are in the active field. Okay. So before starting, let me ask you a simple question. Just in your chat box, you can respond with yes if you are familiar with visualization, dashboards, and storytelling. Just respond yes if you are familiar. Otherwise, no problem. You can. Yes. So people are responding. So many people are aware about the dashboards. Some are not. Okay. Yeah, I think okay. Don't worry. And what about Tableau? If you are aware about the Tableau or anything you have heard, how you can use Tableau in the industry? Okay. Don't worry. Okay, we learn these things. In fact, this visualization and Tableau, they are interconnected. You can use this Tableau tool very nicely once you grasp it. It is a very simple tool and need not require any prior programming concepts. Okay, so before just I understood that we have a diversified audience with us. So I will be accordingly keeping my pace so that you all can understand the concepts in a better manner. Okay, let us begin and let me share my screen so that you all can see the presentation. And so just confirm whether my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah. So how we have divided the session is, first of all, we will start with the basic concepts about the visualization, dashboards, and storytelling. Just what is the meaning of this concept so that you may understand in a better manner and how you will be applying such concepts in the industry. And when you talk to the industry people, what does it mean actually? Then we'll talk about what is Tableau, and then how you can apply Tableau for visualizations and creating dashboards and storytelling in Tableau. And then we can discuss about some of the practical examples, how you can use this Tableau and the dashboards in directly in the field applications. We plan for short break, but since this is a small session of 1 hour, so we may not be having break. This will continue for the 1 hour continuously. So as we planned it, first chapter starts with the visualization, dashboards, and storytelling. That is the basic concepts we'll cover. First of all, before starting visualization, since you all will be joining the course on AI and ML, let us talk something about AI and ML. As you may be knowing that you, since you are already joining this course, so this AI and ML are the two interconnected fields, and that can transform various industries and technologies. So you don't worry. This AI and ML is existing nearly in every field. I can tell it will be the part of life after a few years. As during our ages when we have not heard of TVs, mobiles, web. So the similar way this AI and ML is going to transform the lives. So whatever industry, either we are talking of construction industry, medical industry, or sales, marketing, you name any industry, all the industries will be using the power of AI and ML, which can transform any business to a big success. When we talk about artificial intelligence, it is the simulation of the machines which can mimic the human cognitive functions, such as what humans can do. They can have reasoning, they can do problem solving, they can go for decision making. So now the machines which are being developed, they can do all these things for you. For example, you must have heard the driverless cars, you might have heard the autopilot aircrafts. So all these functions are a part of artificial intelligence. Now inventions are going on wherever the body parts which are being planted to anybody. Suppose somebody's hand is not there and it is being transplanted artificially. Now the thing will come how this hand will connect to your mind. So with the help of artificial intelligence and sensors, this your hand, artificial hand, nerves will be directly connected to your mind, and then it can act as good as the natural hand. So such type of inventions are being under progress, and definitely the results are going to be miraculous. Similarly, when I talk about the entertainment industry, you are watching various movies, and again when you are watching movies, definitely you are in different set of mind. Some of the people want that happy ending, some of the people want a sad ending. So machines can sense your requirement and accordingly the end story of that movie can change. So this is the power of artificial intelligence, which is going to be seen, I think, very in near future. Similarly, when we talk about the machine learning is nothing but it is a subset of artificial intelligence. It focuses on the development of algorithms. And I think some of you may not be knowing what is the meaning of algorithms. Algorithms are nothing but these are a set of set rules. Supposing from one place to other, you have to go in a particular direction. After some distance, you have to move some left or sometimes after right. So you have a set of rules within your mind. Similarly, machines, if you provide that set of rules to the machine, these are known as algorithms, and based on that set of rules, your machine can perform the output. But keep in mind that you have to be very perfect in giving that set of rules to the machine, because until unless your rules are not perfect or in line or ethical, these machines are not going to understand until you teach them properly. So machine needs to be trained properly, and input data has to be very accurate and to the point, so that you can get the desired output. Okay, you have to be very careful while doing any machine learning exercises. So when in the industry, actually, when we come to any industry, what are the issues? We have always got a problem statement in hand. So what does a problem statement means? First of all, suppose you go to the industry and you have been assigned a particular project. So what you are going to do? First of all, you have to understand what. What means, what is the specific nature of the problem? What are the boundaries and scope? Because you have to first understand and fix up your boundaries. Any problem cannot go indifferently. You have to decide what is the boundary and scope of the present situation and the present assignment which has been given to you. So you have to study that problem statement in a very logical manner. Then after that, once you have understood what is the nature of problem and what are your boundaries and scope, you have to plan the resources. What are the resources you are having? What are the funds you have been given to spend on that particular projects? And different methods and ways of achievement of such problem. Then you can also think of mind the various, what are the various expected solutions and the end results. So that all, first of all, you have to identify all those things before attempting to go in action. Then the next step to find out the solution will be why. Why means what is the root cause of the problem and what are the reasons behind that issue. Then explore the factors contributing to the problem, and you also need to identify whether that problem is only with the specific issue or in a generalized session. So that means whenever you are planning anything, that means because we are coming to the concept of visualization, first of all, you have to understand your audience, whom you are going to present your results. And accordingly, you have to focus your output based on the audience. Supposing you are going to present your solution to the top business leader who is managing the projects across the whole world. So you have to plan in a different way, and the person who is managing a particular one independent project, so you have to plan your dashboards and the visualizations in a different manner. So you have to first understand the concept and the requirements about the problem. And again, when is very important, because time frame and the duration of the problem, how from what time such problems are existing, and again you have to fix up the time frame within which you need to find out the solution. And in case you are having shortage of time, you have to go for the interim solutions. And again, you can think of the long-term solutions at a later stage. It all depends upon the specific problem and the solution. So again, because these are all industry requirements, so you always have to keep in mind these things in mind. So when going to the any industry, you have to just grasp the concepts of PDCA. P stands for the planning. So first of all, you have to plan the things before jumping to the action. You have to plan your actions in a very efficient manner. You have to identify the objectives as I explained in the previous slide. And in fact, if you are finding any complex steps, break down into a smaller components. Don't get blocked due to that complex issues. Gather all relevant information, do research, talk to the people who are facing similar issues, consult to the credible sources to gain deeper understanding, develop action plans and methodology to achieve the desired results. Then what you are supposed to do, you should set up the goals established which are specific and achievable, which can guide your efforts, and you can manage and you can measure whether you are getting success or not. Then you have to carry out many brainstorming sessions and create a plan to address the issues or improve the current situations, and try to find out the alternate solution. It is not in the industry, we always go for plan A, plan B and plan C. It's not like that. If one plan fails, then we should be ready with the plan B always in mind. So that is what all the successful business leaders do. Then at this stage, we include all even the unconventional methods, because sometimes unconventional methods are more successful rather than all conventional methods. So next stage comes of about the do, which is the implementation stage. Now here in this stage, first of all, you don't go for implementation as a whole. You execute the plan in a smaller scale so that you will understand the drawbacks, you can improve, and you can further do improvements in your overall solution. So checking is the next step, where you have to evaluate and monitor the results, what you have gained from the earlier step of pilot project implementation. And then you have to act and apply to the wider business solutions and implement it on a larger scale. If any shortcomings are noticed during that wider scale, you can modify the plan and start the cycle. So I think with this background, let us move forward to understand how we can apply these concepts in visualization and further when we go to the industry. So we will start with our first chapter, that is visualization. Then we'll talk about dashboards, and then what is the meaning of storytelling. So I will give you this picture. So whether you will prefer this picture when somebody presents you this data in this manner, whether you will be happy. I don't think anybody of you will be happy to see this type of data is presented in this manner, because you will not understand what is that. So more appropriate, what is the more appropriate way? Just a moment. Just a moment, let me share the screen. So if somebody presents you the data in this format, you may not be very happy. But if somebody presents you in a graphical manner with lot of pictures and relative maps and graphs, you definitely will be more appreciative about that presentation. So this is the power of visualization you can understand from here. So this is a classical example about the power of visualization. This is the encompass different sets of the data where he has presented where he has presented four data sets where you can find the descriptive analysis, all similar. You can find the mean of X values, that is 9999 in all the cases. So when you see the data, you can think that all these data are similar and identical. But it's not so until and unless you plot this data on graphically. Once you plot this data graphically, you can find that all these four data sets are entirely different. So now you must be understanding and appreciating that how visualization can change the way you think, and the results you can appreciate and explain to the people, uh, and so that they can understand it in a better manner. And it will allow you not to make mistakes and understand your data and uh, understand your what you want to explain to the people in a much better manner, and in a much easier fashion which they can grasp easily. So data visualization, dashboards and storytellings, they play an important role in effectively communicating insights and help you in making data-driven decisions. Because today all the business leaders are wanting to take the decisions based on the data, because that data-driven decisions are always and always foolproof decisions, and they results in minimal and minimum errors. So what your data visualization is going to do? It enhances your data comprehension. What does it mean? It transforms all your complex data, as you have seen in tables and all. Your mind gets blocked and you want to have so many calculations. But when data is presented you in a visualized manner, you can see the complex data in much easier and representable forms. So you can identify the patterns, you can identify the trends and the outliers, and it can convey the information in much more easier, efficiently and engaging manner. So audience are always engaged when you present the data in a visual manner. It helps in improving the decision making, and you will gain meaningful insights, identify the correlationships, make comparisons, draw conclusions, inform choices, and drive data-driven strategies. So again, when you are presenting your data with the visualization formats, your audience gets memorable experience. Because our human minds grasp the visual data very fast rather than going in a complex numerical data, because it blocks our mind in many calculations. So it also facilitates the data exploration and provides the interactive environment. Then again, we are not overloaded with the information, because once you are going to the supposing text data, numerical data, that lot of information is available and you gets overloaded. But when data is presented to you in a visual format, it allows you to understand the complex data in much meaningful manner and a concise form. And again, since this concise data is available, you can have faster collaboration with the teams, different teams like marketing and finance and sales. They can have interactive data and they can have better collaboration as a team. So you can just again, we'll start with the basics of visualization. So when we are talk with this background, we will understand what is the meaning of visualization. So visualization are the single charts, nothing but single charts. You can see there are line charts, area charts, bar charts, histograms, gauges, pie charts, bubble charts, scatter plots, maps and heat maps. All these different formats are the types of visualization with which you can with which you can present your data in a much efficient manner to your audience and to your end leaders. You can learn more about the usages and the type of these charts during your educational journey. We will not cover here. It is just a better understanding you can develop. And again, there are different type of charts wherein you can use for comparison, you can use for single bar chart, variable count charts, multiple charts, etc. during the comparisons, for static comparisons. Similarly, when you want to have a change over time graphs, you can use this single comparative charts and the line charts. Similarly, when you talk of the relationships, you can have single variable, two variables and three variables, wherein you can go for scatter charts or the bubble charts. And when you talk of the distribution, you can go for column histograms and the line histograms. Okay, so all these charts, in fact, you will be reading during your educational journey. We will be talking more on how you can utilize this during your practical examples in the industry. So here again, when we talk of the complex data, your data may come from different sources. So you have to integrate all that data today, because you are in abundance of data. So you need to integrate all such data so that you can analyze that all this data in a cohesive manner and then present in is a visualization format. This is the basic concept, where your data sets which have to be from different sources needs to be integrated, and then the machine analyzes it for you, and then you can visualize it and provide the output in a much concise manner. So this is what we have discussed about the visualizations. So when we talk about the dashboards, so dashboard, what are dashboards? Now you must be understanding visualization and dashboard is one and the same thing. But what we have talked so far is a single graph you can represent is the one visualization. But now visualization, when we further extend its definition, then it comes dashboards. What are dashboards? Dashboards are nothing but it is the combined multiple visualizations into a single frame, so that you can form different type of data in a different type of visualization chart on a single screen, so that you can review the overall picture about, supposing you want to say see about the sales, you want to monitor about a particular project, or you want to monitor different projects across the country. Definitely, depending upon the requirement, you want to see in a single screen. So all that data you can present on a single screen, that is known as dashboards, wherein you can use the power of different tools and you can apply and use the tools to present and prepare the dashboards. We'll talk again more on that practical applications. So what are dashboards? Dashboards, again, as I told you, this provides you multiple visualization wherein charts and graphs and tables are arranged in ease and wherever, which helps you in interpreting the data and identifying the patterns. So it can be customized to suit the needs. When supposing now sales for the salesperson, the dashboard will be different. For the marketing person, the dashboard will be different, and for the financial person, it will be different. So dashboards can be customized based on the needs of the industry leader with whom you are presenting the result. Then dashboards can be very interactive. You can include the various filters in the dashboard, so that the business leaders can filter the data based on their requirements and based on their needs at that particular instance. And they can be created using various business intelligence tools like Tableau, Power BI, Microsoft Excel, and Google Sheets also provide you the opportunity to prepare the dashboards. So here we'll be covering Tableau, but another tools are there, but Tableau is one of the most powerful tools for creation of dashboards. So you can see this is one of the classic example of dashboard created in Tableau. You can see these are the multiple charts where you can see that month of shipping. Depending on the shipping month, you can find the running sum of shipping. So this graph present differently. Then you can find the shipping cost in a different graph. You can find the location differently. Then these are your filters wherein you can filter it based on the shipping mode and the marketing. This is one of the classical examples of dashboards which can be used to understand the shipping cost and the cost incurred during the business. So this type of dashboards you can always create in using Tableau, and it is a very interactive tool. So here I have just given you a sample about the project monitoring mechanism, wherein project monitoring mechanism, what we are interested. We are interested in understanding what are the critical activities at a particular stage. Then we want to see the cumulative physical progress, and this is the target versus achieved. Then we have got how much is the progress during the comparative months. Then you have got filters, whether you want to compare with 4 months, 5 months, 2 months, that you can always use since the dashboards are an interactive tool. And then these are the various activities wherein you can compare the targets versus achieved in a different manner. So here, this is again one of the classical examples where in the construction field, we can apply dashboards to understand the health of the project in just a single screen. And this is only about the physical progress. Similarly, another example is this, wherein the financial data can be presented in one single dashboard. So now the question must be coming in your mind when we have talked about visualization, we have talked about dashboard, what is the storytelling, and why in our educational field we are talking of stories. So stories play a very important role in the industry, because whenever you want to present your data, you have to build your story. So because when you want to check the health of any industry and you have been given a particular assignment, you have to create multiple dashboards to present your output in a much meaningful way, and you should make your storyline such that you can explain the output in a much more efficient way and with the proper flow what you have found the results. It should be interesting and it should bring meaningful insights to the business leaders. So here, what is storytelling? Storytelling is again the collection of various dashboards. So that suppose we are talking of one industry, you can create one dashboard about the sales, second dashboard about the marketing, another dashboard about the resources, and another dashboard about the location. So that way you can create the multiple dashboards and then present a much more logical story to the business leaders. And again, you can create one more dashboard about the critical issues and the issues requiring intervention, so that the business leaders are aware whether their industry or whether their business is running in a proper and efficient manner, and what are the efforts they should take to improve their business and improve their revenues. And that is what is all is required from all of us when we present results, and for what the people are being hired to find out the solutions in the business. So because this field, when I am talking of AI and ML, whenever AI and ML is combined with any industry, then the result is always a big business success. So you have to use this power of AI and ML coupled with output presentable in a visualized form. It will definitely become a big business success, and all the solutions can be worked out to improve the system as a whole and make this world a better place to live. So this is about the stories. You can see on the top there are number of dashboards has been created: physical progress, financial progress, then particular earthwork, some terminal building works or something like that. So there are many that a big complex project is divided into many parts. So each of the part has to be monitored in a different fashion, and every business leader will be interested in progress as a whole, and at the same time he sometimes will be more interested in a particular section. So as a solution provider, you should be ready with all the answers in mind. It's not like that you are not ready. You have to be ready with all solutions. So this definitely will see in the later part how in Tableau you will be creating all such dashboards. So you can see all this in a storyline. Multiple dashboards are there in a storyline. So let us come how you can apply all these concepts in Tableau. So having understood the basic concepts, we need to apply this to Tableau. So what is Tableau? So Tableau is nothing but it is a visual analytic platform and a modern business intelligence tool, time tested. It is just a drag and drop options. You don't need to have any background about the programming background to use this tool. It is an integrated platform which can be easily expandable. You can share your data across the world in within minutes, and interactive dashboards and all types of data boards it can take as input. So it is very easy to use and very simple in presentation. So it can provide you quick and interactive visualization. It is mobile friendly. Interactive dashboards can be created. You can integrate with scripting languages, and wide range of data sources can be connected to this data source. You can collaborate and share. So again, once we are talking of Tableau, you should understand what is the step-by-step process to present your data through Tableau.
Sir, what is scripting language?
Pardon?
Scripting language.
See, it is no scripting language is required in this Tableau. Okay. Already there are inbuilt so many formula there which are very easy to understand. If you have got some prior knowledge of Python and all, it is advantageous. But even if you don't have that knowledge, you have to just present the data, supposing in Excel, and simply drop. It will create all the dashboard for you. And again, if you want to use that scripting, some scripting language, there are some formula within that Tableau itself, wherein in very easy format you can understand and modify that. Okay. Got it, or any doubts?
No, sir, got it. Scripting language is like programming language, R and Python. Right.
See, that definitely when you are integrating R and Python with Tableau, it definitely will be an advantage, because you can have much better and interactive dashboards created with the queries what you set up in the scripting language.
Like
But
for
if you don't
statistics
have that
task.
knowledge, that will do here.
Like, can we do statistical analysis here like we do in R?
Yes, definitely. R can be integrated with Tableau. Definitely.
Okay.
And it will be much easier language when you compare with R. Because R when you are creating this visualization using R, you have to give a lot of coding and lot of formatting codes in that language. But here it provides you a very simple solution. Just at your click, you can change all that formats in a very easy format. Okay, so first of all, you have to launch the Tableau and understand the Tableau interface as you are asking that. So first of all, you have to understand the interface, and then you have to connect to the data set where you want to provide your visualization. Then after connecting, you have to understand the nature and type of data. Then you can create multiple charts and graphs. Then after that, you have to define the formatting and then build interactive dashboards. As I was talking earlier, it is simply pick and drop. It's not nothing more than that. You just have to understand the Tableau interface and how you can format and how you can present in your data. Then afterwards, once you have created dashboards, you can create multiple dashboards for the stories, and then you can publish and share across. So this is as simple as that. So before that, just we should know what is the installation process. I think once you go to the net, you can always download Tableau desktop. That is free trial version is always available. You can just click and download and create your account, and that will be available. Then you can download the Tableau, then install it based on the prompts, and then register yourself. This is a very simple process, and the trial version is free of cost. No charges are there, and even students can log in free lifetime account till the time they are students. Hope I am clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us move forward.
Thank you, sir.
So when you open your Tableau, this is the first screen you can see. So when you open Tableau, this is the first screen wherein you can see here this. When you see here, this will ask you to insert a new data source, because this file is just blank, nothing is there, no data source. So first of all, important point is you have to connect with the data source. So you click here, then you click here, you go to the next screen. So next screen, when you click that source, you will find this type of screen wherein it will ask you either you drag and drop a file or you can upload from your computer. So many different types of data can be inserted and can be uploaded and connected to Tableau. Either it is an Excel sheet, Word file, PDF file, Google Map, KML, whatever type of data you are having, you can just connect it. So having connected to the data source, supposing here I have uploaded one of the Excel file as a test file. So when you choose your test file from your computer, then this, once it is connected, the name of the file will appear here and it will also appear here. Okay. So then left side you can see that there are lot of sheets are there. So all the sheets in your Excel sheet, they will appear here. So still your data is just connected, but it is still not in use. So all your sheets in your Excel file, they will appear here, and they will ask you that you have to drag one of your files here, one of your sheets here. Okay. So once you drag one of the files here, then it will appear here. This will be, suppose I have dragged one file named cost backup, it will appear here, and all the data it will show here, where it shows you either update now or update automatically. Once you click here update now, all this window will get populated and all this data will be appearing here. So that means once you have completed all these steps, you are ready to create your first visualization. So this I just clicked that previous window where it was asking me to update. Then in that window, once you update, you can see all this data is appearing here. So this is just about the Tableau interface. As we are using all other different screens, we can know that this is the standard menu bar where different menus are there. Then we have a toolbar. Then we have got dimensions and measures. This will talk because this is one of the new things which you may not be knowing. So because these are very important to understand before we build our visualizations. So you have to be aware the meaning of dimensions and the measures. And then down below, once you go down below, you will see that one pane will be data source. Then you have got sheet one. Then this is new worksheet. So you can go on adding different worksheets for different types of graphs. Then another, you can see pen, this is the new dashboard and this is the story. So you can, once you go through your Tableau user interface, you can find this type of screen. You can click each and every utility and try to understand. But before using, we should know the meaning of dimensions and the measures. And one more thing I just want to tell you, in the previous sheet, once we are talking of one sheet, so we have not talked about connection of this one sheet with another data sets. You have got definitely advantages to build and to connect different sheets with the same thing, for which you need to connect your data set to the different sets so they can talk in between. So your interconnection between the two sheets also can be covered. So that is little complex that you can learn later stage, but I have just taken up a simpler case with a single sheet. But that facility is available within the Tableau, wherever the data from the multiple sources can be compiled for better representation. So when we talk of data types, these data types in the Tableau are Boolean, as some of you may be knowing. It is in the form of true and false. Then there will be date values, then date and time values, geographical values. It will be in the form of either the city names or the country names, or you can have a latitude and longitude inserted so that it can take geographical values and provide you geographical maps. Then there are text and strings, then numbers, decimals. You can always control the number of decimals and you can represent the data in a whole number. So this is the basic data types which are covered. Then when we are talking about these dimensions and measures, you can see dimensions will always be appearing on the top and measures downward. We'll again in the next slide we'll cover what is the meaning of these dimensions and the measures. And then this is a show me chart where you can find the different type of charts are there. So when we talk of the dimensions, you know that when we are plotting something on x and y axis, x is an independent variable. Similarly, dimension is an independent variable, and they are the categorical or qualitative attributes of your data. They provide context and describe the characteristics of the data points. Then examples like country, product category, customer segment, or date, all these are dimensions. Then they are typically discrete in number and used for grouping, filtering, and creating categorical visualizations. When we talk of measure, it is a dependent field which depends upon the dimension. They are numerical in value, quantitative. They can be aggregated, like some average, everything. You can do all this measures. You can always have different qualitative values, and they can be continuous and discrete, and they are always represented as a green icons. So you should understand the key difference between these two types. That I think we can cover later, because we are running short of time. Let us complete the break. We are not going to have a break today. So this is the typical form wherein you can create a pie chart using this, because one of the I will show you in another thing. Then similarly, you can create a text table. And these different type of charts always you can create using Tableau. So when we talk of the dashboards, you can again find this blank screen when you click to your dashboard pane. So again, you have got different utilities like horizontal containers and vertical containers. They are nothing but it allows you to group different dashboards and sheets in a different manner. Like you can divide in 4 corners like this, and then these are the different containers you can put each of your graph in one of the containers. Just pick and drop, nothing more than that. It's just like that. You create your containers like this, and this screen will be divided into 3 parts on the top and 1 part on the bottom. So like here we have created one, this is 1, second, third, and this is 4. So we have divided our whole screen into 4 parts, and we have just put these are the charts which we have created earlier, and one by one you can simply drag and drop the charts here. Then you can see here that out of this different charts, you are using the charts in your different dashboards. Only charts which are shown in this tick, green tick, they are displayed in a particular dashboard. Then you have got different options. When you click on this arrow, you can have different options available to you, wherein you can find different options, wherein you can have titles or legends or filters, whatever you want to do. You can just simply include that. So this is again typical dashboard which we earlier discussed also. So these are the filters. Again, supposing here we have given filter for the last 4 months, wherein you can see that progress for the last 4 months, March, April, May, June, has been shown. But supposing we want to change this filter to 3 months, then we can get the data only for the 3 months. This we can always change it, and we can always design these filters as per our requirements. Similarly, you can find there is an option about the floating. Floating means here these are in a fixed space, but when you click this and select floating, this can be floating anywhere on the screen, and you can keep it wherever you want at the blank spaces. So you need not to be at a fixed place. Then if you want to remove some of the already available visualization charts, you can always remove using this option. Then similarly, once you have prepared different dashboards, you can go down and see the story tab here, and once you click it, you will find all the dashboards created here, and one by one you can, again similar fashion, you can one by one you can put it here, and then the dashboards will be this story will appear with different dashboards. Like in this case, we have created a story using this physical progress, financial progress, and different dashboards earlier created. We have used it, and we have created a story. And you can see all that dashboards will be appearing here with the name of the dashboard. Once you click it, that data will be shown. And you can have the option of changing that names to the arrows if required. So it is all within your choice how you are doing it. So let us have a practical example so that you can have a. So this is the test data. I will just show how I've done. So this is the test data. You can always try. I will share you with the with this particular dashboard I have created in Tableau. I will share the dashboard login with you so that you can go through that data and explore yourself. So this is the data, simple data. It is you can see one is serial number. Then we have the different description about the different activities, and then there are weightages in percentage. Then we have got amount in crores and some percentage achieved. So weightage again achieved. So this is just a simple data wherein we can create dashboards like this. So as discussed earlier, you can simply connect this data inside and see that data is appearing here. You can try to connect the click here, show me one by one. Put simply you can simply click it here, and suppose serial number, you simply drag serial number to here rows. Simply drag description to here, you will get description. And here measure names, you can put it here. You can see all measure names. So all these measures will be appearing here. If you are not finding your desired chart, you can simply click this window, and you can have your different type of chart, what type of chart you want. So you can change the type of chart. Otherwise, once you put simply drag your data and put in different columns and rows, automatically the Tableau provides you with the best type of chart which can be created with the type of data you have given them. So similarly for the pie chart, simply you can put your description works in a color manner, because color here you have to differentiate with the use of colors. Then you can put your some data in this angle form, because for pie chart you need to have angles, and then you can put the weightages also in different sizes so that it will give you this pie chart. So it is just, you have to simply go and drag. You can go through this example so that you can create a much better visualization. Similarly, you can create this graph wherein you can have a comparison about the weightage and the achieved progress. So here is a comparative chart where you can compare. So it is again a simple chart. So once you have created these three different visualizations, you can create a dashboard. So this type of dashboard you can always create. So this brings us to the end of the session. I have gone today very fast because we are having a shortage of time today. Otherwise, I intend to cover the practically how we can create these dashboards. But okay, we'll try it during the next time when we meet again. We'll have this practical example, and we can always do practical during the next session, so that you can also have handy practical example on this. Thank you very much.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if I want to learn Tableau, I have searched a lot of platforms, and I want to do some my projects on as a data analyst.
Mhm.
On data analyst, and I want to learn Tableau and Power BI. So what could be I like to for that? Like I want to build some projects. Where should I get the projects and learn also Tableau, like with the practical experience?
See, already once you are logging in, you already had a login to the Tableau, I believe.
Yeah, I have already installed it.
So you already installed the Tableau. So there are many data sets already available within that Tableau login. So you can first have hands clear on the data sets.
Okay.
Already a lot of examples are given, and they are very good and interactive examples wherein you can have a lot of insights when you see that.
Okay. So like when I open Tableau, I am learning Tableau actually, and also Power BI, but I have no experience in it. That's why, sir, I'm asking you, where should I get that data for making my project on it?
Tableau, see, Tableau, once you log into the Tableau, already a lot of data sets will be there. You can go to the Tableau community, and you can find the test data sets. Already the data sets are very interesting, and you can use all the data sets.
Okay. Sir.
And that definitely will give you a lot of insights once you see, because already that data sets are designed in such a way so that you can gain much more insights.
Okay, sir.
Because sometimes industry data, when you are working directly, you may not be able to find out the insights, because that data are raw data once you go to the directly to the industry. Okay. So better you go with the data, because like I have shown you earlier data, wherein 4 data sets are there, and SCOM data, wherein 4 data sets are there and they appear to be similar. So such type of data gives you much more insight, because these are created for learning by the students, so that they can get more and more insights.
Okay. So once I open, I have opened Tableau public. Now where should I go now? It asks me to connect to a file or server and and
So
it's
once
required.
you open, I think I have covered you. Once you open, I will just show you.
Okay.
So this is the first screen you will always be getting when you want to when you are logging in and create a new file. Okay.
Yes.
Rather, you will be getting this file, blank
Yeah.
file. Once you go for the create this, once you log in, then you get the here. Then you it will be asked create new viz where you connect it. Then this is the first screen you will always get.
Mm.
Have you not got?
No, sir, I have got another, like here it's just represent maybe the not upgraded version. It says just connect to data, either MS Excel or either CSV file,
So
JSON
you
file,
see, once
PDF
it
file.
asks you to connect to data, simply click it here, and then this screen will appear in next.
Okay, okay.
Then here it will ask you whether you want to upload from your computer. Just create a test data. अपना marksheet आपका खुद का marksheet होगा. Just put that marksheet and try to analyze that.
Okay, okay.
Different subjects analysis. Just put your own marksheet and use it as a test case for creating the type of data I have created. Different
Okay.
subjects. What is the composition of different subjects? What are the percentages you have got?
Okay.
So एक simple, just start with a simple example so that उसमें you can go for all type of formats and all so that you can gain more insights.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Yes, sir. Can you share this PPT with us?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
I will send you separately. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So shall we close or any other?
So you have tell us to share the data sets also, like which you have. You
See,
say
once you go to the recordings, what I can suggest you, once you go through the recordings, this data I have presented here, you can keep that same data and try to create this type of dashboard.
okay, sir.
See this simple data. Once you go to the recording, you copy the simple data and try to create the visualization as I have shown in the next. So this is the table you can create. This is the pie chart. So you can try whether you can do it.
Okay, so you can open the page. I will take the screenshot. 70.
And in fact, let me see if I can share.
So we can take screenshot. Okay.
So you can, in fact, this test dashboard data is there. You can use this link, wherein this dashboard is already available.
So you can send in chat.
Okay, I am just putting in chat. Okay, I have just put in chat box. So all of you, the data sets which I have shown is data sets and the dashboard which have been shown here. So you can go through that data sets and try it here how it has been created. Okay.
Yes, I have seen your Tableau profile.
Yeah. So this is I have kept open for everybody so that you can use and understand. Even other data sets are also available in the same thing.
Okay.
So if anybody else have any questions, please either write in the chat box or.
Sir, actually, where do you integrate Python or other scripting languages here? I mean,
See,
see, it has got
we,
all the options to show the dashboard. We can see, visualize the data here itself. So how,
I
I
have
mean,
not covered because that is a bit complicated, because then there is the next stage of that. See,
okay, okay, sir.
we see when we are creating, see, this is the simple data we have just put it. Now we want to create the calculated fields, and supposing now we want to send email to somebody. Suppose we want to create an alert. Suppose progress is not meeting the target, then it should go, mail should be created and it should be go to somewhere. So that has to be written in Python script, and then that needs to be another graph to be created with that. That are the calculated fields which can be used with the existing data.
No, what I'm asking is, can we use the Python code to show, I mean, we have plotting in Python also. Here also we have got our own chart, graphs and all. So are we, will we be able to plot Python graphs here in Tableau, or how is it? Just wanted to understand how.
Python, whatever graphs you are creating, you are giving a lot of commands to create this. Here that is very simpler.
Yes, sir.
That same graphs you can put just pick and drop. Okay. See, what is the advantage of Python is it gives you further analysis whenever you are working, giving it queries. Okay. But here what Tableau is doing, it is simply, suppose I have done it. I have prepared a graph supposing comparative study target versus achieved. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, but supposing you want to use the machine learning or your Python like thing, my target date was this. What will be the probable target date once we are not achieving the progress? What is my completion date? How much it is going to be shifted? That script, once you write in Python, that you can use it in here to show that interpolation, how your completion dates are
The
getting.
future predictions can be
Predictions can be predictions. All predictions can be this projected through Tableau. What you are using there. So that same formula you can use in Tableau. You can create your program there, and same program you can write it here, and simply based on that program your result will be created, and it can be shown in this. But it is much simpler than what we are projecting, because when we are using Python, we have to give a lot of commands to create such type of graph.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Got it. Thank you.
So we do have a question in the chat box saying, I have downloaded the student version and I am having an error code, and the code is 37CE01A3. So I think someone's facing an issue with downloading the student version of Tableau.
Yeah, I think when you are downloading the student version, sometimes your university is not registered with them, so they normally don't allow it. So you have to send them the mail, and then they will definitely look into it, and then they allow you to access. Normally it happens. Yes, you are correct.
So another question is, what are the other tools used for visualization?
See, as I have covered, this Power BI is there. You can, even if you are not much conversant, even you can use Microsoft Excel has got a lot of utilities when you can visualize data, if people are conversant with Microsoft Excel also.
Okay, sir.
Then you have got Power BI also. So a lot of tools are there, but this is the much simpler and time-tested tool which you have got a lot of. See, I have given a very simple thing, but you can further extend it to many things, because here you have got the advantage of connecting to the different type of data, and then they will merge that data and integrate that data. That advantage is sometimes not available in Excel and other tools.
Okay, sir. Also, someone has asked between Looker Studio and Tableau, which is better for starting?
I believe Tableau is much more easier.
So
Okay,
between
sir.
Power BI also.
See,
What could be better?
Power BI, sometimes people when they start, they face a lot of problems.
Okay. So like it is not installed.
बेटर है अगर आप उसमें नहीं कर रहे, then you can start with Excel.
Okay. So Excel.
Because Excel is now, new Excel version has got a lot of utilities where you can do it in a much easier form. So once you get conversant with Excel, it is very easier for you to work on this Tableau.
So I think that's all the questions we had. If anyone has any questions, please drop them in the chat box, or you could also unmute yourself.
I mean, what about the student version? Are we having any, help from IITM to download and use that for free? I mean, I saw that there is a 1 year free activation for students if we provide the student ID.
Barry, you can answer that, I think.
So I am not sure. I too am a student, so I think you could write to the support, or if Jayashri ma'am is present here, she could answer your question. Otherwise, if not, you could write to the support asking the same.
Yeah, sure. I'll just mail them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for the great session.
Okay, thank you all. You all have been a wonderful audience right through, and thank you very much.
Thank
Let's
you.
connect sometimes later.
Yeah, sir. Thank you so much for sharing with us your very precious time and knowledge. This session was really helpful to a lot of us who were very new to Tableau, and you provided us with a lot of information. It kind of motivates us to learn more about it. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot for being present.
I think this time we have gone for theory. I think we would like to have a practical session wherein we can just start directly with using how to use Tableau, where we can have a practical session. I think that will be
Yes.
more fruitful for whosoever has now gone through this foundation. So there we can talk how it actually works, because people have got many questions. I could see.
Yes, sir, that would really
I
help us.
planned it for 2 hours, but we have got just shortage of time, so I just finished it very fast. Otherwise, my plan was to show how you are actually preparing at least one dashboard. So anyway, in some of the next sessions, we'll definitely start with directly with Tableau before covering any theory.
Sure, sir. Sure. We would really be excited to attend such a session from you. It would really help us a great deal. But sir, today's session was also really helpful. Thank you so much for sharing with us your very precious time. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. BG Babu, मिलेंगे क्या?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello.